Alright, so right now, ChatGPT has the best image model when it comes to image generation and image editing. And this model, GPT-Image-2, is easily beating other models like the Gemini models, Grok, Flux, Seedream, and many other models from other big AI companies. And now, in this video, I'll show you how you can bring this model into Claude, particularly Claude Cowork. So basically, at the end of this video, you should be able to use Claude Cowork to generate images using the GPT-Image-2 model, and you can even do some editing directly from the Claude Cowork interface. So this is basically just one implementation of Model Context Protocol, or MCP. Now, before we start, perhaps there is one thing here that I need to mention. So this is not exactly a new topic. I've talked about this before, but on my previous video, I was talking about how you can implement the Gemini and Nano Banana model into Claude Cowork. But it was easy because there is actually a package on the internet that we can just plug and use. But here, so far right now, I haven't found any package that we can just use right away. So because of that, we have to build our own custom MCP in order to let Claude to run, basically access the GPT-Image-2 model. So I guess that's because the model is still very new. That's why we don't have many mature ecosystems or packages or toolkits that we can use, at least at the moment. But regardless, the process is not difficult. It is very easy because after all, we can just ask AI to do a lot of things. So here's how you can do it. First, of course, you need to install a Claude Cowork, a Claude Desktop on your computer. To get that, you can navigate to claude.ai. And you can log into your account and navigate to this download page, and then you can click this download button and install the desktop version of Claude on your computer. And you can log into that application and you can navigate to a menu called Cowork. So this is the feature that we are going to use. Now, the next thing that we need to install is Node.js. You can skip this process if you already have Node.js on your computer, but if you don't, you can search Node.js on Google. And you can open the official website, and then you can download the program, and then you can follow the steps of installation. It's actually very simple. Just follow the instructions on the screen. Just next, and then it will finish. Now, after you got Claude Desktop and a Node.js installed on your machine, now we need to start creating the custom MCP. But in this case, I'm going to close Claude Cowork first because I want to make sure that I will show everything. It is going to reset my previous settings so I can show you the step-by-step process from start to finish. Okay, so this is Claude, and okay, in the Cowork section, basically you want to start a new chat. And this is the prompt that I'm going to use. And don't worry, I'm going to put this very long prompt in the description down below. So this is actually a clever way to install the custom MCP for GPT-Image-2 model, because without this, we have to install it manually. We have to deal with some command lines. And I think for some people, it's just not very intuitive. So instead, we are going to just send the prompt or instruction to Claude, so it will install the custom MCP itself. It's actually quite clever. Anyway, I'm going to put this in the description down below. So I'm going to just copy it, and let me just paste that right here. Now, here in the work in a project, you can select a folder where you want to store this package. So this package will have some files. I think the total size of the whole thing is going to be about maybe 20 to 30 megabytes. So it's not very big, but you have to select a folder. Now I'm going to click this and I'll select choose a different folder. And let's just navigate to, I'm going to store it in the downloads folder, but you can store it anywhere. And I will start a new folder. Let's call this one GPT-Image-2. And I'm going to open it, select folder, and click allow. There you go. So for the permission, I think ask before acting is fine. And for the model, I'll select Sonnet, or you can also use Opus if you have more budget. But I prefer not to use Haiku because for my testing, it's often creating the wrong code. So Sonnet should be the minimum here. Okay, so this is the prompt, and I'm going to send the query and just wait for Claude to generate the custom MCP tool that we needed later. So just wait until it finishes, and you might want to monitor the whole process because sometimes it might be asking you to do something, or asking permission to let AI to do something or to run some commands. And by the way, I forgot to mention, just make sure that the Linux environment is running on Claude Cowork, otherwise this is going to be impossible. So just wait until it finished. All right, so this is the response from Claude, and it was able to follow all the instructions that I just provided in the prompt. And in case you're wondering, the folder will have these items. All right, and the next step is we have to insert this MCP code into the configuration file for Claude Cowork. So to do that, we have to navigate to developer, and then a menu called developer in Claude, and then we have to incorporate this code into a file. But I think the easiest way to do it is to actually tell Claude to do it for us, or to combine the code for us. So usually this is what I do. I'm going to open settings, actually not settings, the profile, and then go to settings, and let's navigate to developer. Okay, click edit config. All right, so you'll see a bunch of files and folders, but this is the file that is the most important. So you can open it and you can use a VS Code. You can also use Microsoft Word if you want to, but I just want to use a simple notepad. Okay, so this is my config.json file. Yours could be different, but I'm going to copy all of it. Let me just click edit, select all, and then copy. And let me just put them aside. Let's go back to Claude. Let's go back to the same chat again, and I'm going to ask AI to put this code into my existing code. And you might be wondering, why not just giving access to Claude to do it? I tried, but it actually refused to do that because it is not something that AI should be doing. I guess that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to tell Claude to please combine that code into the following code, which is my existing config.json file. Okay, and let me just send a message. And after that, we need to copy the code that was combined by Claude into that JSON file. All right, so this is the full code. Now, of course, you can do it manually. If you know the structure of a JSON format, then it's not going to be very difficult. But if you're not familiar, then this is the way to go. Okay, let me just copy it, and I'm going to go back to that file. Okay, here we go. Delete everything, edit, and then paste. Click file. Oh, you know what? I forgot about something. This is the API key. Let me just enter the OpenAI API key first. And let me just navigate to Playground. Actually, not Playground, platform.openai.com. And you can log into your account. And if you don't have any balance, then you have to add some balance or credit to your account before you can start creating the API key. Okay, I'm going to create API key, and let's call this one GPT-Image-2. Create secret key, and I'm going to copy it. Let me just go back and paste that right here. Make sure to not delete the quotation mark. That's very important. Okay, click file and save, and then you can close this config.json file. And let me just go back to Claude. And the next thing that we need to do is we have to restart Claude. So I'm going to click, actually I have to close this entirely. And if you're using Windows, you might want to check your system tray and close Claude close everything, and maybe you can check your task manager and make sure that in the process list there is no Claude whatsoever, because sometimes Claude might still be here in this list. So you want to make sure there is no Claude. Okay, see, there is Claude running. I'm going to end it. Okay, let me just check again. Usually I just press C multiple times until I got the Claude instance, but in this case I don't see Claude anymore, which is a good thing. I'm going to close it and let me just relaunch Claude again. And sometimes Claude might be restarting again after 20 seconds or something, 10 to 20 seconds. It might detect something new and then it will restart it by itself again for some reason, but that's usually normal. Okay, there you go. It just closed by itself. I didn't do anything, but it just closed. But again, it's very normal. And hopefully we don't encounter any error message. If there is no error message, then you're good to go. But if there is an error in the implementation, then usually there's going to be an error message in the top right corner of the screen. But in this case, I don't see any error message, which is a good thing. Okay, so to verify that our MCP is working, you can click this, your profile, click settings again, and then go to developer. And there you go, GPT-Image-2 is running. Now, after that, we can start chatting with AI. So let me just start a new chat, I guess, and I'm going to send this query. Okay, maybe I want to specify that with GPT Image-2. Okay, this is the prompt, and right here in the plus button, you want to make sure that the GPT Image-2 is available and also enabled. Okay, so far everything looks good. For the our location here, it doesn't really matter actually. You can select any random folder because it's just we're not creating anything. We're just, you know, maybe if you want to select a folder, it's going to be where do you want to store the item, the image that was created by GPT Image-2, which in this case I'll select the downloads folder again and send a message. You can actually use the Haiku model because this is not particularly a difficult task, but well, why not using the better model? Okay, so let's see if I can get some image. Alright, so it took quite a while, and honestly I do encounter multiple error messages, especially when the model is trying to generate an image. There is a good chance that you will see a timeout error message. So it has nothing to do with the code, nothing to do with the Claude AI, it's just the OpenAI server, and yeah, it can actually happen. But regardless, I was able to generate a picture, and this is the image that was generated. Actually, this is the original image, and the other one, the night version, was actually the version that was modified by GPT Image-2. And speaking about image editing, well, you cannot just drag and drop the image into the Claude interface. No, you have to tell AI that, hey, I want to edit that image, or you can name the file or give Claude AI access to that file or folder, and then tell it to change something about the image, and that's about it. And after that, it will access that file and then will do some editing based on your request. But the image cannot be shown right here in the interface, unfortunately, so you have to open your folder to be able to see the picture. So that's one downside that I do notice. And also, perhaps you want to specify in your instructions, or perhaps you can create a skill file to specify about the settings or the prompt enhancement that AI perhaps needs to apply when you are asking it to generate an image or edit an image using the GPT Image-2 model. But other than that, this is actually a way if you want to generate an image using the GPT image model via the interface of Claude AI, especially Claude Cowork. So I hope you learned something from this video, and if you want to see perhaps other things that you can do with AI, you can check out this video up here, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on that video.